Okay, so it's been a minute since my last song progress update. And in the meantime, I've been listening to the song called Riptide by Grandson. And I wanted to use it as inspiration for my next song. Wait. He means just rip off the groove. Okay, no. Hey, no. Okay, maybe a little bit. So if you're new here, my name's Chris, and I started a challenge to make 97 songs as a way to improve my songwriting and production skills, and I'm live streaming every step of the process and making a video on it. So let's get into breaking down song number 2. First thing I do is load up these Butch Vig drums. They have enough grit and punch, which is the sound I'm going for. And then I made this pattern based off the transcription that I did of the Riptide song. So let's go ahead and take a listen. Then moving on over to the verse, it's just something very sparse. So to give the verse and chorus a little bit more drive, I added in this percussion sound, and we can hear what that sounds like with the drums. So let's move on to the guitars. Let's first talk about the tone. I was using a Plini X by Neural DSP to get the overdriven sound. And then before the plugin, I have a little bit of EQ going on to kind of clean up the lows. It did sound a little bit muddy going in. And let's take a listen to that. Putting this riff together was definitely a process. Let's look at the live stream and see how I put this together. I start looping over one bar of music until I found something that I liked, and then I would just add a second bar and loop over 2 bars until I found something I liked, and then just keep on adding extra bar, 3 bars, 4 bars, and so on. Once I finished recording the piecemeal version of the riff, I then re-recorded it so that it sounded more cohesive. Now moving over to the chorus section with the guitars and synth, I built these out together, so they're pretty dependent on each other. I first started with the synth here to build out the chord progression and the rhythm, and then I used that same rhythm to use as a basis for the guitar riff. So let's listen to the synth here. Then let's add in the guitars. So I realized the attacks of the guitar and the attacks of the synth were not meshing very well. So I just let the chords in the synth be held out. And now moving on to the lead section. Now this is the weakest part, I think, of the song because there is no actually really good lead. So let's just take a listen and talk about it real quick. The rest of it are just some pads, and we can listen to those real quick. This is a pad that I had during the verse to give it some more ambience. The next thing I have is this vocal pad that I use as a transition and some background elements in the chorus. So let's take a listen. Okay, and then there's just one small thing, which is a sub drop going into the chorus. And there's also a little drum fill. It's not really a fill, just a few notes. Yeah, 2 hits on the kick. All right, now let's take a full listen to the song.